Hello everyone and welcome to another week of Movies with Andy and Friends. And this week I have a big special guest, my friend Rafa!
Oh my god, it just feels so right to be in the presence of greatness. And boy, did my heart go fast today.
Oh my god, we have a treat for you. We actually went to go watch Sonic.
I'm Sonic, a little ball of super energy in an extremely handsome package.
We just got back from the movie theater.
Just got back.
And, Rafa, what did you think of Mr. Blue Devil?
So it's one of those things where this is one of those movies that had no right being as good as it was. It was this whole thing where you would expect, it can't do well. Everybody was... Especially with video game type movies or anything that people enjoy, there's always going to be the fan base, unfortunately, who are going to look at it and go, you know what? I don't want this. It doesn't look the way I want it to look. To the fact that basically the studio was cyberbullied into changing the design. I went into this movie having no opinions. I love Sonic. I had a Sega Genesis growing up, and I played Sonic and Tails, and it was a great time. Not one of my favorite characters in video game history, but I understand its appeal. But when you hit me up and said, hey, let's go watch this, I'm like, all right, sounds good. Sounds like a good hour and a half of my time to spend with a good friend. And God, was I pleasantly surprised.
I was really excited that they did change him. I didn't like how he looked, and he did look great. I like how there's a lot of close-ups on him, which is pretty crazy because you would think that there wouldn't be that many close-ups.
Right.
And you see his fur.
Yes, you do.
Like when they're in the car... You see the fur and like when the air conditioning, and I was like,
wow,
that's
realistic.
Yeah. There was details to Sonic that I really enjoyed, and I'm really glad. And it is sad that it got pushed back so much because of that, but I'm glad they did it.
Yeah, I'm glad they waited. I mean, when the original Sonic design came out, I didn't understand it. I kind of freaked me out, I'm not going to lie. Yeah. But there was like that, it's so ugly, it's kind of cute appeal to it. So I didn't have so much of a problem, but this redesign is miles ahead of what it could possibly be. It looks like the video game character, and if you were a fan of Detective Pikachu, it has a lot of those vibes, especially with the hyperrealism that the character has.
Yeah, and I think James Marsden and Ben Schwartz, which voiced Sonic, did great. I'm pretty sure it's hard to act with something that's not there.
Exactly.
Like Sonic is right here standing right in front of us. We don't know that.
We don't.
He's just standing right here.
What? Yes.
But what? We're just interacting with nothing.
And that's the part of it, because Mr. Cyclops himself, James Marsden, he brings this hometown feel. Because that's what this movie's all about. Yeah. At the end of the day, it's about family.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, spoilers, they do kind of drop a Fast and the Furious little
it's actually in the trailer
type thing.
There's some in the trailer.
And like Vin Diesel says, right? It is about family. And so we have Sonic, and they give him this great backstory, which is really interesting and really clever, that also showcases a sense of him just wanting to make a friend, to make that family. And James Marsden just kind of like creates a situation where they're together now. And it's one of those things where you're expecting to have a good time, and a lot of the humor did hit, but you can tell this is a movie made for kids.
Yeah.
As an adult, you can still enjoy it. If you're a fan of the video games, you can still enjoy it. But what it really builds is that idea of, Ben Schwartz just coming out and just being the best he can be. And even though maybe like 80% of the jokes will land with you, a lot of them are, focused towards the kid demographic.
Yeah, of course. I mean, and that was expected. I mean, It is a video game character, but of course it is for all the 90s kids that played it on the Sega Genesis. But yeah, I mean, the theater was full of kids. Kids in front of us, kids behind us. Fortunately, crying and whatever. But a lot of times laughing.
Yeah, and when they were laughing, I know sometimes, as curmudgeons, we'll be like, oh, you need to be quiet. But that added to, like, the wholesomeness of it, right? It kind of brought in this whole idea of we're watching and experiencing this together, and that a video game character that I saw as a kid now brought on the big screen with all these younger kids. It was really unreal, and I thought it was a very nice, wholesome moment.
I really enjoyed the parents laughing too. You heard the parents laughing at some of the jokes because, of course, there were adult jokes in there. Because you have to appease everyone. Yep. But there was also kid jokes, which I'm like, okay, this is perfect. I laughed. I heard you laughing multiple times. I really enjoyed it.
It was a good mixture.
Yes. So, Rafa, the moment of truth. How many Andys do you give it?
So originally, as I was watching it, I wanted to give it 3 Andys, because I did enjoy it. I really liked it. I thought Jim Carrey was a bit too much at times
of course.
As Dr. Robotnik, but when he was on screen, his energy and his charisma just came out. And sometimes some of the things that he did just made me laugh out loud for no reason. And shout out to the person who played his second in command.
Oh, I know.
That guy, he was a best part of the movie. Yeah, very unappreciated. But just because of that and that beautiful ending sequence, like the credit scene.
There isn't one credit scene.
There is. So check that out if you're a real Sonic fan. But when the credits hit, that first part of the credits where like it's a cartoon over the
credits.
The credits, yeah, exactly. That made me bump it up to a 3.5. So 3.5 Andes for me.
Okay. See, I really, really enjoyed it. And again, just like last week with Birds of Prey, I went in there with really low expectations.
Right, yeah.
We got another video game character, and it was just I wasn't excited. And of course, we had the whole change the look of it, and I knew that was gonna be bad, but I really liked it. So again, 4 Andys.
4 Andys.
I really liked it, and like I told you, I really base these off of will I watch it again? Will I tell people to watch it? And yes, I will tell people, especially with kids, take your kids to go watch this movie.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it. I just told Marley that we're going to go watch it again. We're going to take her little brother because it's something that I'm willing to watch again.
Yeah. And whether you want to watch it in the theater, that's a nice experience.
Yeah.
If you want to wait till home release and watch it with your family, that's also nice. Yeah, like 3.5, going there, like, yeah, I would rewatch it again, but it's not on my top priority list. Yeah. But it's definitely worth checking out. If you are one of those people that goes, this doesn't look that good, it might be the perfect Valentine's Day date for anybody who wants to go see it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then, I really enjoyed it. I mean, you really enjoyed it. And, of course, it's not an Oscar-worthy movie.
It's no Parasite.
Parasite. Still haven't watched it. I'll get to it. But, it's no Oscar-worthy. But we expect that. It's a kid movie, and I really enjoyed it. So I'm excited, and I'm going to watch it again. Hopefully this weekend, maybe. We'll see what happens.
Definitely.
So, Rafa, thank you very much. And where can people go follow you?
If you like toy stuff, you can follow me at Mobile Rafi on YouTube as well as Twitter. Sometimes I post on Instagram. It really depends. But really, it's all about me just showcasing my love for just things in general, from toys, films, and anything else. I'll try to kind of do more movie things with my good friend Andy here. But please, continue to check this out because if there's one thing I know, you can't beat a friend like Andy.
Oh, thank you. Now I'm speechless.
Oh. This feels so right. I missed you.
I know. Well, what we used to do, Randy, at the movies. Which,
not sexually.
Throwback. Yeah, go check his stuff out. He's great. If you love Power Ranger toys, any kind of toys, go check him out. And please like, share, and subscribe.
Please.
Tell everyone, watch this before you go watch the movie because we don't really spoil it. We didn't spoil anything. I don't like spoiling movies, and I don't like hearing spoilers.
Right.
So watch this, share it, and thank you very much, everybody.
Go fast.